Greetings, everyone. We've now completed our 5th week of work together, and I'd like to make a few comments about how I think the class has come together in some of our work, particularly over the last week. Please note that I have scored your work on the last of the discussion boards on nurturing pedagogy, schools as a safe place, and I've placed the scores for that assignment in the Grade Center. Hopefully also, please take a look at my comments that I posted about that assignment. I did not make individualized comments to you on the discussion board threads this week. As I say in my comments, it seemed that I would be repeating myself and saying some of the same kinds of things over and over. And so please, in place of that, read my general comments that are under the feedback link that's in Module 2 at this point on nurturing pedagogy. Please note that we are starting our Module 3 learning assignments this next week. I know that there's a lot of working parts in this class. We're juggling a lot of things and keeping everything hopefully in the air at the same time. And so let me try to break this down for you just a little bit, hopefully give you some more specific direction and help you understand the kinds of things that need to be done right now, and so we can concentrate our efforts accordingly. Priorities for the week, then, would be the way to look at it. Your first priority is that by Monday, please communicate with me about your service learning work. I've asked that you do some interviews in your communities to identify places that you might be able to do your project. Please send me an email message by Monday outlining for me what your plans might be. If you can't get that done right away too, just let me know. I know I've been in contact and conversations with several of you who have made contacts in your communities and are still waiting to hear back from agencies and from other people. Unfortunately, we can't always control some of those kinds of things, and so if you can't make that Monday deadline, I understand that, but please let me know what's going on with that, because we really need to kind of be thinking about and prioritizing how we're going to get our service learning projects completed. The second thing to remember for this next week is that by Tuesday, the 28th, you are to place on the discussion board a report on the idea of enculturation as we start the enculturation module, as I say, on democracy and civic virtue. And so please make sure that you get that completed as well. Your replies to classmates will be due by Friday of next week. Again, we're following the normal Tuesday-Friday routine, and hopefully that will be pretty consistent now throughout the rest of the semester. Then the third priority for you is start thinking ahead just a little bit about school visit number 2. The second school visit, which will be to a middle school of your choice, will be made during the week of October 11th through the 15th. And so it's not too early to start thinking about that. Make your contacts with the school that you would like to visit, and then please remember to send me that contact information so that I may then forward some background information to the principals or your school contacts so that they can prepare for the visit as well. I'd like you to begin that process this week. It can extend out a little bit through next week as well, but kind of plan accordingly, and the sooner you can get that done, probably the better. Okay, so those are your priorities for this next week. Again, service learning. And if you have questions about what the Service Learning Project is, again, please make sure that you look at the Service Learning tab in our Blackboard site. And also I'd refer you back to an announcement from about a week or so ago that has a really kind of an enlightening video about service learning and provides you with some great information about what service learning is. So I refer you to those sources, but let me know if you have questions about any of that. Obviously. Second thing then is your discussion board readings and assignments for this next week, or assignment for this next week. And then the third thing again is preparing for your second school visit. My priorities for this next week are really twofold, or maybe threefold, I guess. First of all, I have read all of the school visit number 1 papers that you've submitted to me, and I've scored those. I'm in the process right now of placing the scores and some feedback to you individually in the Grade Center. My goal and my priority is to have all that out to you by mid next week at the very latest. Second of my priorities is to make sure that I look at and read through your Y-Teach first drafts. I need to provide you with some feedback so that we can do a final draft on those. And during this next week, I pledge that I will respond and will post comments about your first Y-Teach draft directly to you. So those are 2 of my priorities. The third would be, as always, responding to any questions or concerns that you might have. Again, please don't hesitate to contact me at any time and ask me about what's going on in the class. Again, I realize we've got a lot of things in motion in this class. There's a lot of moving parts, and so we'll try to break this down to you by priorities each week anyway, and please ask me questions about that. Final word that I would say is that I really appreciate the diligence that most of you have shown in posting your reports and your replies right now on the discussion board. As a result, I see some really great conversations developing in this class. It's developing, I believe, into a very good online learning community. I've seen some excellent reports, some excellent replies and conversations back and forth that are sensitive to one another, probing at times to help us provide more information and to deepen our learning. And so I congratulate most of you who have been really on top of that part of the course. As usual, and as I say, please let me know if you have questions or comments about anything related to TE 100. Have a great week and take care, everyone.